listening to Instinct Radio.
We're live.
The biggest station in the world, playing all of.
I'm only human. Don't be getting mad at me.
I mean,
I'm human. Don't be getting mad at me. I'm not a machine. I mean, I make mistakes. That's the problem with women these days. You want every little thing. You want to just go in on me about it. What about the good stuff I do? What about that? What about when I rub your feet and just because I can't? You know what? Back to the show.
back to the show. Have Shay, Rhymes, middle class matchmaker back. Shay, what do you do with people like that?
You're gonna love
People
me.
texting me talking about men with ED. Jack, I am not. You. Oh boy, what you over there doing?
Oh, that wasn't my mic.
No, it was a piece of the table.
Oh yeah, and I think somebody broke that the other day, and I think I know who did it. And
That's what you get for somebody.
no, that ain't funny. I almost forgot about that. I think I know somebody who's beating on my table. You know that's
This is marble.
yeah. Let's get back to this. I'm finna. I was fired up.
Why you look
yesterday.
at me crazy?
Cause you laughing. What you laughing for?
What was that?
It was comical, though.
I got Kevin Thornton back. He's supposed to be a life coach, but he laughing at me, so I don't know what part of that is life coaching. What's going on, Kevin?
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm good. Glad to have you back.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
What you were laughing at?
This conversation.
The
that
whole
y'all trying to put me-
conversation. The whole conversation.
I've been laughing too. It's very comical.
It's comical. Just because I'm a life coach, can't mean I can't have a sense of humor.
But you shouldn't be laughing at my issue.
I'm not helping nobody out
I'm
no
laughing
more.
at your issues,
I'm
but
not
how
helping
you
nobody out
presented
no
it
more.
was
I'm not
comical,
suggesting
though.
no more. I'm trying to help her out. She right here mad at me.
You
I'm
are
trying
like
to
Shade
suggest
Row
something to you.
Supreme today, Jay.
Huh?
You had already said you were going to sabotage it. You ain't-
No, I'm trying to help you out. Shoot.
Furthermore, let me clarify. Men don't tell me they have erectile dysfunction, so I have no way of knowing. And I just want to make sure I'm clear.
So Jack's idea of you saying this woman is celibate only apply if you got erectile dysfunction.
I'm not going to be able to do
Okay,
that.
right, you
Because I
should
don't
put that
ask men about their penis size, function, none of it.
Look,
We don't
you should
go
just
there.
put something.
Stop it. I don't even know what you about to say.
I don't know about it.
You don't.
No. I don't want to know. Then they'll be sending me pictures. I don't
No,
want to
no,
know.
no, no, no. All
I
you
don't
put
want
is,
to know.
I got it. I'm trying to help you out.
Okay,
Listen,
okay.
all they gotta say is, you can ask the woman, do it matters if the man can have sex or not? And ask the man.
Every woman will say they would want a man to have sex, unless only thing I can think of is she's got some kind of condition where she can't have sex.
It might be
Like a sickness, an illness, but everybody else will want you to be able to
well,
have
then that's
sex.
what he need. He needs somebody with that sickness or that. I mean, come on. man.
Maybe like HIV or something. I don't even know. Like what?
No, they have sex, so.
They
They have sex?
Yeah, they had to find. Well, I wonder if it's. I bet
I
you
don't
there's
have
one
the
out there
answer
already.
either.
I bet you. No, this is. I bet you the site out there for
turning my
HIV
head.
people.
I'm not even.
I don't know. I don't have an answer.
Put the mic down.
I don't have the answer for that.
You just don't.
Wait, this is my station. This is my station. I ain't put no mic down. I own this.
Oh Lord.
Wait, but this your show.
Correct. See how that work? Daddy, mama. Kevin,
going
what you
on?
laughing at?
Nothing.
Wait, you know what though? I just went Facebook Live, and they probably don't even know what we're actually
Okay,
talking
well,
about.
tell him, Tell him. Mr.
You want to?
Dispensation.
Don't you?
Tell him.
Tell her. I'm trying to. Okay.
I'm not a part of that mess.
Shay is here telling us about her business.
It's not about erectile
Middle
dysfunction.
class matchmaking. And the question was we were just talking about different situations about putting people together, and it came up that some men have erectile dysfunction, and some women are celibate. And she's like, "What about me? I'm celibate." I'm like, "Okay, cool. You need a man with
I didn't say
erectile
what
dysfunction."
about me. I'm celibate.
Well, so many words you didn't say
But I
that
did.
exactly. Well, I told you to tell it. If you ain't gonna tell it, let me tell it the way I'm telling it. So I was just saying it's a good idea to find you somebody with ED is the
Yeah.
with cause that's a long name.
Yes, sir.
Find you a man with ED and y'all live happy ever after. And you act like I said something like I'm putting shade on you or something. I think that was a good suggestion. And you don't feel that way? Find you a man with ED. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to help you out. You just
Because she don't want to be celibate for life.
He don't want to have ED for life. I hope. I mean, I don't know. I'm just, okay. No more happening. No more happening.
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome back, Kevin.
How are you?
Save the day, please.
I'm trying.
Mad at me.
How you doing?
Like, what is this? Give me your perspective on all of this, Kevin.
That's a lot.
It is, isn't it?
It's a lot.
I don't even want to look at Jack.
Can I ask Kevin a question?
No, I'm talking to.
I just want to ask him a question.
What's up, Jack?
It's a good question.
I'm listening.
All right.
You know, I'll let you ask you a question. Go ahead.
Thank you. So don't take it the wrong way. So serious question, man, for real. Let me get up so you look in my eyes.
Somebody
And
say
I
no
tell
shade,
you. You're just starting to date this woman, sexy woman. She got her stuff together, everything cool, and she tell you on the first date, well, I'm celibate, like forever. Okay, maybe she don't add forever, but that was celibate mean in my mind.
Right.
What are your thoughts?
Wow.
I ain't gonna even get into the question. I'm just put out that broad. What are your thoughts?
I would have to get her perspective what celibate is for her, because everybody's celibacy is different.
Oh yeah.
So now, if she's talking about completely everything,
To marriage, we can't do nothing to marriage.
nothing, so that means no
Nothing
oral
to
or anything
marriage.
like that, then that might be a problem
It might be a problem
for me.
Yeah.
That's my truth.
Yeah. Okay. Wait.
But if she said, "I want you to hold out for 3 months,"
Oh yeah, we do
I
that.
could work-
We got
I
a
could-
time limit on it. Yeah,
I can
we
work with that,
A lot of people have the 90-day rule.
Yeah, I can go for
and
that.
I can work with that.
Yeah,
But you said to marriage,
it ain't even no. Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, let me ask that question further, and this is just gonna be your opinion. How many men do you know will keep on trying to pursue it, knowing that she don't want to have sex till she get married?
Not very many. The only person I know who did it was Devon
yeah, he
Franklin,
made Megan good.
but he's a minister.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I am.
So you want a minister?
I don't know. Whatever God sends me, but I'm just
Okay,
saying that
all right.
like these discussions don't move me one way
'Cause
or
you
the
know
other
what-
because I already know what I'm doing and why.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If
And
I
that's-
stood before you and I was a minister of the gospel and I told you I was out here in these streets sleeping with people every
Right.
time I date them, what would you think about me? You understand? I know what I'm doing. Now,
No,
you
that
two,
makes sense.
That-
you two
yeah.
wouldn't be it, and I'm just gonna keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Right.
take offense to that. You are entitled to feel however you want to feel. You are entitled to feel however you want to feel. This thing that I'm doing is higher than both of y'all. So have your feelings and keep it moving. And
Right.
then I wait on God to send me whoever He want me to have.
And let me clarify. I believe that there is somebody for everybody.
Yeah.
And
That's
I,
true.
so
Definitely.
I want to be clear that I'm not saying you can't have a man, because I think there's somebody just for you. I was just making the point that I don't know many celibate men, and that's just a fact. I don't know of any.
Me neither.
But that doesn't mean that they won't become like. I don't know if Megan Good was celibate before she got with him, but she may have just decided
She decided
to.
when she got with him that
to-
that was the choice that.
and
she
so you
married a
might
person,
be able to
she
find-
wanted to
yeah.
live right.
And that's true. You know, as they got somebody might get to know you, they might feel like, okay, you know, she's that chick, and I might be willing to go that journey with you. How many may do it, but it is possible.
Yeah,
And so I wait.
you only need one.
Yeah, I
You
don't
don't
need
need
one. I
one.
don't need everybody. I just
See, that's
need the one that God want me
and
to
I
have.
think that's
and
the
that's it.
misconception that everybody feel. You know, they want to base it off of everybody, but all you need
Just
is
one
one
person.
That's
And
one
And, and
person.
to me, it's seriously, it just becomes such a quick way to weed people out. You know,
Right.
when you tell people something like that, and they're like, "Oh my God, I know." I'm like, okay, next. Don't even text me because we can't. You know, I mean, it's to me seriously.
Right.
I don't have to waste time spending time getting to know you. Like seriously, if it causes that big of a divide between us, then you just need to keep moving.
Right.
Would you? And this is a question I would ask too. Is would you date someone who has been delivered from homosexuality?
Good question.
I don't know. I mean, I think it would depend on the individual. That's where I'm at because we've all been delivered from something. You know what I'm saying? And so that it would just depend on the individual. I wouldn't shun that person. I wouldn't not date them because of that. Does that
I
make
have
sense?
I do have men who have been delivered. They have lived the homosexual lifestyle, and they want a wife.
Because Donnie
And-
McClurkin is getting married now. I don't know if you
Of
saw
course,
that.
yeah.
That's
Many
the-
women are not willing to, if they know that you've been gay, you've slept with men, they're not willing to be with you no matter what. But as a minister, you believe in
I
deliverance.
do. I really do.
You
We've
believe
all
that,
been delivered from something.
and
I
you
mean,
believe that
yeah.
God can heal you from, or
Yeah.
so.
Anything.
So would you? So
And
you
I don't
would
even
be-
know if it's a matter of healing per se. Of like, this is the choice that I'm making. Now, do I have those cravings and desires? Yes, I do because I'm human. So when somebody says I've been delivered from something, that doesn't mean that they never have those desires again. It just means that you've made the choice that you're going to spiritually crucify that part of your flesh, and I'm not going to give in to that. So I mean, does that make sense? What I'm
Makes
saying?
Yeah,
sense.
so
Yeah,
you would be so with that being said, this man, he still sometimes thinks about men, and he cuts that off and repents and focuses on you. You be willing to walk that journey?
I would be willing to date a person. Now, I mean, yeah, I would talk to him. I wouldn't.
That's good, because most women say no.
But how can I talk about a gospel of Christ who sets us all free and then sit there and judge somebody and say, well, not free from that?
That's good. I'm just
You know,
saying most
free from
women
that,
will say
but
no.
not free from that. You know,
Right.
if he is free, then he's free. And I've been delivered from a lot of stuff. You can't tell my past by looking at me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not going to judge somebody else. And that's why, as a minister, even if a guy comes to me, he says, you know what, I'm not even really into church like that. But like I dig you, and I want to learn the Bible. I would deal
can
with
work
somebody
with
like,
that.
because I'm gonna tell you something. Everybody in the church is not there for the same reasons,
Right.
and so I don't use the church as the criteria for which I judge people. If you're a man and maybe you've never had a relationship with God because you've never had somebody make God real to you. You've never had somebody just talk to you about God, and it wasn't so judgmental and just, legalistic that you just didn't get turned off by it. Like, maybe you need to see somebody like me that walks with God and still has fun, or walks with God and still saying ratchet stuff, or whatever the case may be. Like, maybe that's what you've never been exposed to that.
Right.
So yeah, I don't sit like that and just say, oh no,
Right.
I think that's beautiful, because I'm gonna tell you, most women say, I might believe that we can be delivered, but I don't know if I could do that. So I think that's good that
So
you're
you
willing.
believe in deliverance, or you don't?
And I think that's great that you're saying, I believe in deliverance. I've been delivered, and I could date somebody who's also been delivered from whatever that is. I think that's great. Then that opens your options too, because there are a
Yeah.
whole lot of men like that are displaced because nobody wants them.
Yeah.
Relatively, women are just like, oh no, mm-mm.
That's a whole Bible study lesson. Because the church in general is displaced
It's a
people.
it's a
Right.
whole it's
You
a
know what I'm saying?
hospital.
Every single one of us is a displaced person. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like, each of us has been given an opportunity that we don't deserve. You know what I'm saying? And like, each day we wake up and God gives us this new opportunity to be something different.
Right.
How dare we do that to somebody? Like, that's just me though. So
But it happens.
yeah.
What's going
So
on?
Kevin,
Yes, ma'am.
let's talk about your new show.
Yeah, it's going to be called the Wellness Architect Show.
Okay.
And my intentions is to inspire, educate, and empower people to be the best version of themselves, mind, body, and spirit.
Okay.
As from those listening on the show from the past couple of weeks, they know I'm a life coach, but I'm also a holistic health coach.
Okay.
So I'm a firm believer that food heals you. So a lot of diseases that can be, that we have can be healed by food. So in this show, I'll have different people come on the show to talk about some form of wellness, whether it's health, mental, or spiritual wellness. I do have some things in the works. I do have our best buddy coming back on the show,
Okay.
Mr. David Burris. And
Okay.
we talked about it after you did your show. When we do this show, we're gonna still talk about relationships, but I really wanted to delve in from a male perspective. I think the best life coaches are someone who's been coached. So before I became a life coach, I got coached. I got coached by Iyanla Vanzant and her team. And so when she did it, she had like over 100 men, and we all did it together. And my issue was like nothing compared to the majority of the issues of the men. And so what I realized is the men are broken, extremely broken, because most of them are dealing with abandonment issues, dealing with not having a father, not being raised by, not having that male figure. So a lot of them go to the streets to get that male, try to understand what a man's supposed to be, or they get raised by their mom and their mom do their best. But at the end of the day, women love their sons and they raise daughters. So that's where we get all these, more passive aggressive men and all this kind of stuff now. So they have these issues and they're broken. Like we said on the show, most of our clients are females. Men don't go to life coaches or relationship coaches to try to get help because society has forced it on us that we don't supposed to deal with our emotions. We don't deal with our feelings. Even women don't really some women don't even respect men who try to deal with their emotions, deal with their feelings.
Very true.
So if I get to a point where I'm dating you and I get to the point where I feel comfortable with you and I break down and I cry because I'm dealing with an issue and I had a breakthrough, you might not respect me. I've had people say, you could say, say it to me one time and then let it go. And so then where do men go to to feel vulnerable but safe, and as they try to grow, they don't. And then the ego is not going to allow them to come to a man, me or David, to express what's going on and be vulnerable. Because when they did the show when we did it with Ilana, it was hard because you hearing these men cry. They crying because they don't have no father. They crying because they feel rejected. They feel they're not able to be loved, and so you got these men that's broken to go out there in the world and then try to deal with women, and women want something from these men that they really can't give them because they don't have it in themselves. Their self-esteem is low because they don't have nobody. Then you got the guys like some of you might have met where the second most popular thing was molestation. So you have these men that's been molested, and they have these emotions or these feelings of homosexuality because it's not because they originally they wanted to be like that, but they were molested by a man, and that spirit
it's a spiritual thing.
That spirit is in them. So even though they know that it's not right, but that spirit is in their system and they don't know what to do, and so they cried because they when they got molested, they couldn't go to nobody. Because when they did go, they say one of the guys, it was his mother's boyfriend. She wasn't going not diss the boyfriend. She dissed him.
Right.
The child.
Just the child. So now he's rejected, and he feels like he can't say anything. So we have all these men that's out in this world that really will want to be that man for that woman, that man for that child, but that man for themselves, they just don't know how to do it.
They just don't know how.
That's so sad.
Yeah, so no, I'm talking to him. We're gonna do that, and then
I'm excited about that.
I have a African American doula
Okay.
who's gonna come in and really teach women about home births. I also am in the works of trying to talk to a chef who's a vegan chef.
Okay.
And she was really good. She was a big follower of Dr. Sebi.
Okay.
And so we're gonna talk about the whole wellness and eating thing, because what's crazy to me, especially with our race, we are by numbers, we are one of the most overweight and more obese and morbidly obese race there are, but we're also the most religious race there is based on the number of churches. But yet, be as religious as we are, but also as obese as we are, is a disconnect, and because everybody who's overweight, obese, and morbidly obese are not having, a medical issue. It's pretty much they're overeating and
But that, to me, that coincides though, because people use church like a drug too.
Right.
So they use church and God. So to me, yeah.
It makes sense.
I'll just talk about that on another show. But yeah, so it makes perfect sense.
Right.
Both of those are ways of masking other things that are going on,
Right.
and that's why you don't see people actually getting delivered, because they're not going for that. They're going to get high.
Ooh, that's
Exactly.
deep. Ooh, that's
It's not.
deep.
It's not.
They're not going for
because-
deliverance. They're going to get high. And you have a
Exactly.
lot of pastors who are actually, they're abusive. They don't want people to get set free.
Because they
No.
continue to come to them and depend on
Thank
them.
you, ma'am.
Right.
The pastor is the plug.
Ooh.
Right.
Go ahead.
The pastor is the
Pusher.
on pusher
Yeah.
on the spiritual sense, and then you have the pharmaceutical companies that push
Yes,
on the,
definitely.
So they work together.
Yes. Ooh.
Because at the end of the day, I'm having a pharmacist come in,
Okay.
and but she's not the typical pharmacist because she's more at least in a holistic lifestyle, and she wants people to understand because by choice we want to believe everything that the doctor tells us, and we'd rather take that pill than change how we eat and how we drink, do stuff, because we want to be able to eat that home cooked food that we think we grew up on, but we know it's not really good for us. And so, but the medical profession don't really want you to be well because they don't make money.
Make you dependent on the drugs.
Exactly.
Well, everybody don't know how to reduce their blood pressure
And,
the homeopathic way, like Jack.
right. We're gonna talk about that too.
Wait, what?
We're gonna talk about that too.
I thought she was Jack. I'm the queen of it. I just choose not to.
I was over here working. I
Kevin
just heard
heard
my
it.
name.
Kevin
I don't know
heard
if that was a shot.
We
at
gonna
me.
talk about
Should I
that
be
too.
concerned? I don't know what she said. Should I be concerned, Kev?
No, you be
I'm
all right.
concerned. I mean, that's all we talk about the whole show. Reducing your blood pressure.
Exactly.
Yeah, there was another show where he talks about how he reduces his blood pressure.
You
Oh.
did it
The
natural.
homeopathic
Natural.
way. Yeah.
Oh yes.
What
yeah.
did he do?
Sex.
Sex.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing.
Right.
So that's why I said, why you offended? You've been talking about
I
that.
just didn't know. I wasn't offended. I was just trying to
Okay.
see if I should be. I mean, I was working over here. Okay, back to our registration program. That's actually an optional way. It helps every
What
time.
about it?
No, I keep the blood pressure thing right by my bed. So
I can't take it. But yeah, it's gonna be an eye opener show. We're gonna really do our best to educate our people to do.
I'm so
better
glad
and
to
do
have
better.
you as part of the Instinct
Awesome.
Radio family.
I'm so glad to be here, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You and Jack.
It's growing.
yeah, it's gonna be great. Mondays are
Mondays
always
at
awesome.
7 p.m.
Mondays here are always awesome. Man. I got like 20 something shows, but for some reason Mondays, I don't know. It's something about these Monday shows. I love them. So I hope your show join right in line with the rest of them. Wait, do I got any other women? I mean, on? Oh
No,
yeah,
I
Musa.
think-
Musa.
Musa. Yeah.
Yeah, Musa.
Okay.
Musa. That's he gonna
So
be right
y'all
before
bringing it
you.
in for the chocolate
We
chips.
trying.
Dark skinned brothers.
trying.
Y'all doing it. Light skinned dudes ain't in style.
No, it's not.
Y'all doing it.
I always loved that I
They
was
say
in
if
the middle.
your man ain't dark skinned, it ain't real.
I love being in the middle, so no matter who in style, I'll do it.
You be
He said he
ride
mad
with it,
at
don't matter.
I'll do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't dark. I ain't like.
Yeah, we gotta take it back to him.
Whatever season it is, I'm good. What? I'm sorry. Come again?
I love God.
You don't love God? What's wrong with you? I love that song.
I'm excited, Kevin.
I'm
So tell them the
excited.
name of the show again.
The Wellness Architect Show.
The Wellness Architect
And
Show.
it's from 7 to 9. It will start September 19th.
So starting September 19th, Sanctuary Family, you got to stay tuned in.
Stay tuned in.
Yes.
We're going to learn a lot. Mind, body, and spirit.
That's so good.
And 'cause one of the things I really want people to understand what you were saying about the whole church and weight thing is they don't want to deal with the main issue. The main issue really is not eating.
No.
The main issue is not even exercising. The main issue is they out of balance. And they're out of balance in one of four things, or maybe out of balance in all four things. Now, I think I said to you on the very first time I was on here, that either they're out of balance on their spirituality, they're out of balance on their career, they're out of balance on their relationships, or they're out of balance in their lifestyle. And the sad part about it is when people come to me and I ask them what they're out of balance of, they'll say all of it. So I said, where you want to start at first? And usually the women always say the relationship, but
I
they,
think that's the worst place to start. You gotta
it
build the
is.
rest of- you
I
gotta
think.
get the rest of
I
the stuff
think.
right.
I think.
mean,
I think. I said that. I listen to it. The situation. If it's gonna be very in depth, I think we need to work on one of the other ones first, because if the relationship issue is gonna be so in depth, we need to start doing some other things. Like, but a lot of times they don't want to deal with it, because I say, well, think about what you out of balance on and why you out of balance of it, and let's talk about creating some action steps to get back in balance, and they don't want to deal with that.
and I just think that's so selfish to try to bring somebody else into your foolishness. You know what I mean? And that's why I've been by myself for this whole time, because I really need to get me right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to bring somebody else into my mess. I'm going to work as hard as I can to get this to the level that I need it to be.
Right.
So that when I bring somebody else into it, I'm not destroying them.
Yeah, I think that's good, but also you're never gonna get right.
No,
by
I
yourself.
mean, we know that. That's
okay.
that's the walk of being a Christian, period. But you know there's some stuff that you need to work on.
Right. But I just think, and maybe you probably see it too. I have friends that they go from one relationship to another. They never have a break.
It's good to take a break.
You have to take a break.
It's just like
because
detoxing from certain foods or taking a fast from social media. You need to take a break.
How you have time? If you go from one dude to another dude, how you have time to figure out what you needed to learn from that past relationship if you go to another relationship?
And that's why my dating coaching comes in handy, because one of the things I ask people is, how did your last 3 or 4 relationships end? And typically I find patterns. And then we have to say, who's the common denominator? You're the common denominator in all those situations. So let's look at what you're doing to attract these people in your life and to attract this kind of situation, because it's on you. It's not because he was a cheater and he was a cheater and he's a dog. You brought this into your life. So let's talk about you.
Right.
What did you do to attract them?
And that's why I said the same thing, because I have cousins and they were like, their perception of men, they base it off their experience, whether it's they looking at the other male cousins, how we treat women, how the uncles treat women, or even their parents treat women. So the men that they love the most, if they look at them as being doggish, they think all men dogs, and so they attract these guys based on what they think, their thought. And so they'll say, well, all men. I said, no, men is not like that. You're basing it off what your thoughts are, or what you think is what we are is the masses, and all of us are not the masses.
Right.
I said, so until you change what you think,
You're gonna keep attracting.
you're
the
gonna
same
keep
thing.
attracting the same thing.
Yep. A lot of women have told me that they don't know of a man who's been faithful. Not their dad, not their granddad, not their uncles, brothers, cousins. They think, and from their experience, that all men cheat.
Right.
And I'm like, you really believe that? Some women really believe that all men cheat, and so they accept. Some
Right.
women have a mentality of, oh, I know he's gonna cheat. They all cheat. So
Right.
as long as
But you said something when I was back there listening. A lot of times, you gotta make a decision. Whoever you dating, if you're gonna look for the long haul, not for who you are at this
Today,
moment, or
yes.
who you gonna go with.
Yes.
And I've been in love, and I've had somebody I thought I wanted to marry. If I would have married that person, we'll be divorced.
Right.
Because who I was at that time and who I am now is completely different.
you grown, and that person, she wasn't able to carry you to this point,
No.
and
Yes.
walk with you to this point.
Absolutely.
And that's
'Cause
why
pretty much
it's
that person's
important.
still the same person.
That growth
Yeah.
ain't got to be strong. Seriously, like I only grow apart from people who don't grow. Like
Right.
that's just as long as you're growing and I'm growing, then we're good. I don't ask you
Yeah.
to be me.
And
You
so
just got to
I-
be growing to be the best you.
And with the
Right.
right partner, you will grow exponentially. Like
Exactly.
I can't even. I have grown so
That's
much.
so good. I love the way you talk about him. That's
Oh, I've grown so
love
much in this
y'all.
relationship. We've been together 4 years. I've grown so I'm a whole different person today
I love that.
than I was 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Even my exes recognize, and they're just like, "What does he do?" Because
that.
I'm a powerful person.
That's what it's supposed to
because
be.
of him. Because he pushes me and he tells me who I am. And if I act like I'm gonna quit, he's like, "No, that's not who you are.
That's
You
right.
represent me.
That's right.
We don't
Right.
quit
Be a
over
team.
here." Yes, and that's what you need.
Right.
Now, any other person, I wouldn't be this way. I'm a reflection of him. He's a reflection of me.
like that,
That's
yeah.
how it works.
Right.
And so you
That's
have
how
to
it
make
should
sure,
be.
yes, you have to make sure you're with somebody who can grow with you
Right.
to achieve your best self.
Exactly. But then I don't know if it was Jack who said something about the fact that, sometimes, women like that. That's what the whole thing, like the money situation, and about a sense of control.
You said that women like a sense of control in dating.
Oh, I think people in general, not just women, but
Mm-hmm.
men too. Even if it's not the not calling back, or
Yeah.
if I know you want my attention, because attention can be currency too. I'll ignore you, and that's the way I control it. I'll
And it's
monopolize
funny
it.
you said that
Sex,
because
any of that could be control.
some of the guys I talked to in my spin class, we'll talk about it, and a couple of guys are married, and they were like, that's the number one issue with them is control. Like, they have arguments over the littlest things, like him saying good morning and she don't want to say good morning, and it's like everything she has to control everything, and it's like if she can't control it, she flips out because she wants to be able to run the show. And I'm like, what? Aren't y'all? I said, don't y'all go to church? And so shouldn't she? I do agree. If it's a strong point, if she's stronger than him in certain things, then he should submit. But if he is
the head, she should submit to him.
exactly, and
But fear is the under root.
Yeah.
That's the root cause of control. Because I'm afraid, I'm gonna control it all.
Yeah.
That way,
I'm
I
gonna
can
get you
make
before
sure
you get me, 'cause I'm
Yes,
scared.
yes, it's fear.
And then, like I told a friend of mine, I said, you are a product of your environment. And she said, what do you mean? I said, your mother and your stepfather, she ran the show. She ran it. So she was in control, and he was okay with it. He was submissive to that. I said, your grandmother ran the show with your grandfather. So every woman in your life has been in control. They've been married, but they in control.
And that's a spirit too. We could talk about that.
The spirit of control.
Yeah, well, it's a spirit. Yeah,
Isn't that Jezebel?
Jezebel, baby.
And so I said, so you gonna need that passive guy who's gonna be willing to control you, but you understand you can't be the man and the woman all the time. And then when you decide you don't want to be the man, you want him to man up, he's not gonna be wanting
Can't do
to.
it. That to me, that's the biggest deal breaker. If I just gotta, I need some. I'm a lot, and if he can't boss up on me, just that, like seriously, like I can't. Weak men.
Because
Trust me, Kev. I can't.
but I get it though. But I get it because you know.
Stand a weak man. I need somebody to boss up on me and be like, look.
You know what? It's funny you said that because I'm that low key dude, but I don't play. And so I remember one time I was driving the car and we was coming from dinner, and she was complaining about the same thing over again about something with one of her friends. So I said, if you say that stuff one more time, either you're gonna do something about it or you're not. But if you're not gonna do nothing about it, shut up. She was like, ooh, daddy.
We like that every now and then. Every now and then.
That was like a whole.
I'm gonna tell
Say it
you.
with your chest, though.
I'm gonna
You
tell
can't
you when they like it. When they be on trials or they know they need to be checked.
Exactly.
For real, when it's a situation when they be like, well, he got a point, he was right. They love it then.
We love it.
But sometimes y'all, we got to take a minute to get through y'all head that I snapped for a reason. But when you know you're right or something, you know you're supposed to been checked on. Yeah, I think that kind of turns y'all on.
You know, and it all goes back to her relationship with her dad. Because, you know, my relationship with my dad was the disciplinarian in our house. We have a great relationship. A lot of women have daddy issues.
Yeah.
A lot of women have, and like men have daddy issues and mommy issues. Mommy issues. We got to talk about that.
Yeah.
But daddy issues is huge for women.
Yes.
And so a lot of times what you see is them checking you. They got daddy issues because I feel like you should never talk to a man like that. You should
my
know.
daddy is the boss.
My daddy wouldn't.
My daddy is the.
What?
Right.
Try
My
it.
daddy walk in the room and everybody like.
Try
Like,
it. You don't talk to Larry Primus like that. You don't
Yeah,
even
my
think
dad
to
don't
talk
play.
to
Yeah.
him like that.
Yeah.
My father
But
don't
those
play.
women don't know. It hasn't been modeled for them how to talk to a man, how to respect
But
the man.
see, and that's true for the women's side. But then, you know, somebody like me, I had to understand that how blessed I was to have my father. Because he, like you said, he's that boss dude. He don't play. He sets boundaries and expectations of how you gonna be treated and how you gonna talk to him. So that's how he raised my brother and I. He also raised us to know that we are some bad men. So we are confident who we are and whose we are. So we don't allow women or anybody else try to define who we are. And so a lot of times with that, you get people think we're cocky or arrogant, all that kind of stuff. But then also they think that we're very mean because we set boundaries and expectations because people want to be able to run the show and control and treat you how they feel they should be able to treat you without any repercussions. And that doesn't work well with me. And then it makes it hard for guys like us because it's so many more passive aggressive men out there.
Yeah, I can't stand that.
But that's a whole nother story because you know
Yeah.
Ice-T wrote did an article about that.
We're gonna have to have another show. I'm gonna have you back. And yeah, like seriously, because when you talk about mom issues, that's me all day. Like seriously, but that's another show.
We have to talk. I got to talk about the question you asked me when I first came. I got to wrap around that.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
So tell them again what the name of your show is
The
when they can catch it.
the Wellness Architect Show is starting Monday, September 19th from 7 to 9.
All right, and then Shay, tell them how they can find you on social media,
Yes.
call you.
Yes, I'm on social media. Middleclassmatchmaker.com is my website, and Middle Class Match is my dating site. But I'm on social media at Middle Class Matchmaker, Facebook and Instagram.
Okay. Thank you so much. This has been a wonderful show. Babe, do you want to say anything? You want to try to fix this relationship before I leave today, or you just going to let me go home angry? You going to let me go home hurt, babe?
You were 3 minutes past my 2 hours.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
We can do overtime. We'll be all right. We're gonna be all right. Thank you, Shay, for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Look
Thank
forward
you.
to seeing and working with you again.
Yes.
She is a handful, so it's always good to have somebody here with me to try to balance this thing out
He does.
because
He likes
she have this thing about just getting on me every show. I mean, but
He does.
I'm getting used to it though. It's all right. I don't know what I'd do without it on Mondays now. Don't be mad at me, baby. It's all
I'm not
good.
mad
We
at
good.
you,
Okay, good. All right. E, erectile dysfunction. We got you.
How you going to fix it and then mess it back up, babe?
Oh,
How you just going to...
wait. So let's back up 1 second before we. So
How
wait.
you just going to fix it and then mess it right
So
back
wait.
up, babe?
No. So you know what? That's not what you need. There's some man out there who wanna. So
Anyway,
I'm trying to be good. Best thing I can do is just be quiet.
okay, I respect that.
Okay.
Sanctuary family, thank you. This has been a wonderful show. They just act so we just act up all the time.
You know what's wrong with him?
He's active all the time.
And on that note.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're now tuned into the very best. It's yours truly, Jazzy Fizzle, and this is Instinct.